This video will give a quick introduction into how to use the formulas in Excel. So for this particular situation, I've just made up some fake data to use as an example. I have a number of students that have quiz scores and then did corrections that they got additional points for, and I want to create a column of their percentage after they've included their corrections. So I go into this box here and I start by typing equals. And what I want it to do is I want it to add up the quiz score and the correction score and then divide by 20, which was uh, the amount that the quiz was out of in the first place. So I could just take 13 plus 3 and divide that by 20 and I would get a percentage. But instead I want to be able to create a generic formula that I can then use to drag down and use it on all of them. So what I will do is I start with the equals sign. I'm going to put parentheses in here so that I can do the divided by 20. So I'm going to start out by hitting this cell where the 13 is. You'll notice it doesn't put in 13, it puts in B2. And then I add the other part that I want, the corrections score quiz score part. I add those two up together and then I divide by 20, and if I wanted to get a nice percentage I could multiply that whole thing by 100. So this person got 80%. Now I can take and click on that cell and you'll see up here that it says it's B2 plus C2 divided by 20 times 100. The formula, which if I had wanted to do this with my calculator, I could have done it by hand, but I would have had to do it a number of times. This way, I can put my little mouse over this guy, drag down, and it gives me the score for every single person. If I click on here, I can see it has now changed the B2 and C2 to B9 and C9 appropriately. Now, if I wanted to find the average score that people got, I could do something like equals average and click on this and drag down and it'll give me the average of the quiz score. I could also conveniently drag this over and it'll now give me the average for the corrections and the total average percentage. I can do the same thing if I'm interested in a median, by doing equals median and finding this here. Again, I can drag this over and I've now taken that and applied that formula to each of these columns. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.